G'day guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Nintendo Down Under. Right behind me I have some of the most rarest things in my collection. I have my 4 Nintendo 64 standees. We're going to go through each standee individually. I'm going to give you a bit of information about it, how rare it is, where I got it, and how awesome it is. I can't wait to do this one. Stick around because here we go. Now, first one we're going to go through is my Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This one possibly has the best artwork out of all the ones I have. It is absolutely stunning. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, I will say from the start, there is about 3 standees here in Australia I'm pretty confident that I don't have. One is I don't have the Super Mario 64 one, I don't have the Ocarina of Time one, and there is a Pokemon Stadium 2 standee. I'm pretty confident with all the information I got, which is really hard to find information by the way. The people I've spoken to here in Australia, the ones I've got, the ones I've just spoken about, are all the standees that I do not have. This one is very popular with a lot of people. I do know at least 2 others. There's 2 others out there right now that haven't been destroyed. The collectors do have that are very popular. I get asked all the time on my Instagram, on my YouTube, where did you get it? How do I get one? Do you ever want to sell it? And the answer is I got it the same time I got my BanjoKazooie standee about 4 years ago. There was a seller that was selling the Zelda Majora's Mask one, a BanjoKazooie one, and an Ocarina of Time one. I didn't grab the Ocarina of Time one because the person didn't want to post the Ocarina of Time one, but was happy enough to post the BanjoKazooie one and the Majora's Mask one because the Ocarina of Time had a massive sword that was sticking out and he just couldn't post it. He said it was just too hard, so I managed to pick up those 2, but I would have loved to get that Ocarina of Time one. I have seen one person here locally here where I live that was selling that, but the Ocarina of Time sword was broken off and there's no way in hell I was getting that one. Next one is this Conkers Bad Fur standee. Now I do know at least one other person here in Australia has one of this. He's a big collector in Perth, WA. He has his own gaming retro store. I forget what it's called. I'm pretty sure a few years ago he did offer that I want to buy one of these. Would I be interested? Because at the time I think he wanted to sell it. I don't think he ever did. But this is my Conkers Bad Fur one and the one I picked up most recently out of all the standees I have. This one is huge. It's the biggest one I've got. And the artwork on this isn't too bad. It's probably my least favorite. I love the Conkers Bad Fur down here, but I don't know, just the rest of it's a little bit dull for me in terms of out of the other ones, but don't get wrong, I still really love it. I've had a few collectors again on my Instagram saying, sell it, I'll buy it. I've heard there's been some serious offers. When I wanted to get this, the person wanted to sell it and there was some massive, like, one person was offering like $8,000 for this. They said, here's $8,000, I'll do it now, but then it got a bit dodgy and was he really going to transfer $8,000? So he ended up giving it to me for a way lesser price because he knew I was guaranteed going to give him the money. I live here in Australia, it was much easier for him. But yeah, really cool standee, nevertheless. And my favourite Nintendo 64 game, my favourite duo, BanjoKazooie, and possibly my favourite standee, and possibly one of my favorite pieces in my collection. Like I said earlier, I picked this up with the Majora's Mask one because it folds in half, it was easy to pack, just like the Majora's Mask compared to the Ocarina of Time. I don't know anybody else that has one of these. I've asked, I've looked around. Here in Australia, I'm pretty confident no one else has one. Overseas, I haven't seen one. I've seen different standees and different displays for overseas, how they display for those stores, but here, this Australian one, I've seen none, but it doesn't mean there isn't some out there. Someone might have some tucked away, but in terms of value, oh my goodness, I've had some serious crazy offers. Some massive BanjoKazooie collectors have wanted this thing off me, but I just can't sell it. I'm just not a seller, I'm a collector. I hold on to my things, possibly one day, who knows. The thing I will say about these standees is I have to really be careful with them now because the cardboard is starting to slowly get a little bit more brittle over time. Trying to stand it up, it doesn't quite stand up on its own anymore. With the back pieces here, you put it up and it just won't do the weight anymore. The bottom's a little bit soft. And even how I just stand it up like this sometimes, I've got to be careful because again, the bottoms are getting a bit soft. So it's something I have to think about over the years, do I really need to display these anymore? Even though I love showing people this stuff. It's such a good talking piece. And do you know what I will say about these standees is actually, if you know nothing about collecting, nothing about Nintendo, when people come in my room and look around, they probably think these things are worth like nothing, just a bit of cardboard. But if you're a collector and if you're a Nintendo fan, you know these things are worth a hell of a lot of money. But to the blind eye, someone would think, what the hell is that bit of cardboard display thing in there? Probably you could put that in the bin, but no way. This thing, very, very valuable. So who knows, over the years, I may have to, I don't know, pack these away, keep them safe, preserve them. I won't be able to show them, but I love showing them. I just gotta be careful with this stuff because over time, I don't want it to get damaged, ruined, ripped, and destroyed. And this one here is the cream of the crop, my BanjoKazooie one. It is in absolute immaculate condition. It's 3D, it's really awesomely put together, and what makes this one more valuable and more special than the other ones that it is brand new. I got this brand new. A collector had it. He had the whole packaging box, never unpacked it before. He sold it to me. I put it together. I took, like, Kazooie here was all in its cardboard like cutout, and I had to pull her out and put it together. I've still got the double-sided sticky tape things I haven't removed of this. It is in just awesome, clean, nice, crisp condition. I can't believe, as something as rare as this, Banjo and Kazooie are my favorite characters, my favorite Nintendo game, and I managed to find this brand new, and I have not seen anyone else have this. I don't know anyone else has got this. Please, if you're watching this video, by the way, and you said, yeah, I got that Conkers one, I've seen that BanjoKazooie one, let me know, where did you see it, do you have it? Because I'm very interested to learn more about this and how rare these things are. But from being the collector I am over the years, I just have not seen this at all, and I love it. My favorite piece. I wouldn't let it go for any sort of price, to be honest. It's just amazing. Again, a good talking point in my room when people come in, if they know what they're knowing and they know these games. And yeah, I just really lucky to have it, lucky to have the packing box that it came in. It's just an awesome, beautiful, beautiful piece. And quickly before I wrap this video up, I want to show you one other standee I do have. It's not Nintendo 64 related, so I didn't include it in my thumbnail or description, but I'll quickly show you. If you can see back here, that's right, I have a Super Mario Odyssey standee. It's hidden behind my GameCube kiosk machine because I just don't have the room for it. It's really big, and do you know what? It just leans over a little bit, so it's very awkward. So when you do display it, displays on a bit of a lean, and you can see the back. It doesn't look really nice, but you know, it's in great condition. It's all here. It's all complete. It's quite big, if you can see. Yeah, managed to pick that up early days when the Nintendo Switch was launching, so it just sits behind there. I'd love to find different ways or new ways to display this, but it's quite big, bit awkward, has a bit of a lean, so unfortunately, just for now, because of, you know, limited space in my big room, it just has to live behind there. So that was a quick look today at my Nintendo 64 standees, my Zelda Majora's Mask one, my Conkers Bad Fur Day, my BanjoKazooie, and my BanjoTooie one. In the comments down below, let me know what's your favorite standee. Do you have any special displays or posters and standees in your collection? Would love to hear all that related, to be honest. I love learning about different things, different collectibles that we can find, that we could have had back in the day that stores use to display. I find that stuff really, really fascinating. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, take care.